What is ethnic integration policy and how does that affect you? I'm Waty Zin and thank you for joining me in this episode of Expert Answers. What is EIP and why was it introduced? Ethnic integration policy is a policy set by the HDB in the 1980s. The EIP came into effect on March 1st, 1989. It is a period where communal clustering were growing, and this is because of the heightened activities in the HDB resale market in the 1980s. But since Singapore is a multicultural country, it is therefore important for the government to ensure there is a fairly balanced mix of ethnicity across new estates and towns. So how does EIP work? EIP sets racial quotas for flat ownership on each block and neighbourhood depending on the Singapore ethnic makeup, and that works up to about 84% Chinese, 22% Malay, and the rest under Indian and others. And this applies to new, rental, as well as resale flat. And this quota changes on monthly basis, guys, so it's important that you do your check using the e-services before your submission to ensure that your application do not get rejected. So how does the EIP affect minority home sellers and buyers? The government has openly acknowledged that the resale prices for EIP-constrained flats may vary, and this is because potential Chinese buyers may offer higher in comparison to buyers from the minority communities. Aside from price differences, some EIP-constrained flat owners may have difficulty in selling their flats, and this is because they have a smaller eligible pool of buyers. So in order to address this, the HDB has introduced the EIP buyback scheme in 2022. This gives flat owners the option to sell back their flats to HDB at prevailing market rates, but of course, terms and conditions applies. How does EIP affect couples from mixed-race households? HDB allows for mixed-race couples to choose their ethnic group when they purchase the flat. This means that they can either select their own ethnicity or their spouses. However, this will remain fixed until they eventually sell the flat. This gives the couple some flexibility in navigating the EIP restriction based on their situation. But having said that, depending on the location, existing ethnic distribution, they may still face the challenges in finding a suitable flat due to the EIP quotas. Is the EIP still relevant in today's market? The answer is yes, the policy is still relevant as 1 in 3 HDB block and 11% of the neighbourhood reaching its EIP limits soon. Simply put, without EIP, the ethnic concentration will form over time, and this will undo all the efforts that we have done to promote social and racial integration through the years. We have come to the end of Expert Answers. If you have any questions, do drop us a comment and don't forget to like and share. Bye!